Brings back memories. This was the soundtrack that was the backdrop for us finding out that we were going to be fighting aliens one day, and now it is the backdrop to us actually fighting those aliens today. Hey everybody, it's Chugga Conroy. Welcome back to more EarthBound. Last time, we stormed the Stonehenge base, finding out its purpose, and that is to be a stronghold for the aliens invading Earth. This time, we're going deeper into the Stonehenge base and seeing if we can get to the bottom of this. Yeah, let's just do it. All right, so we're gonna get a move on, and oh boy, is this gonna be the thing? Is this gonna be the thing? Yes! The Starman Super. This might be the most well-known regular enemy in the entire Motherverse. Everyone knows this thing. Everyone has stories about this thing. I think it has a psychic shield up. I'm just gonna do freeze alpha to test it, because I don't want to go too all in on the damage just in case it's actually dangerous. We're gonna see what it does. Why is this thing so memorable? Yes, it has a psychic power shield. Okay, thank God. That was probably the smartest way that I could have done that, considering she has the rain pendant. And heavy bazooka time. It's on guard. I promise this thing is actually dangerous and is actually memorable for good reason. But instead it was like, no, I don't want to be memorable. I want to live a quiet life in the countryside after I'm done blowing up the Earth. I'm sure it has plenty of other planets that it could live on, considering how these guys have intergalactic travel down or something. All right, well, we might find out why it's so memorable here in a moment. Come on. Oh, what is it with us leveling up every time I'm hoping for a specific item drop? It always freaks me out. Starman Super. If I may show you, we have a surprise opening attack chance here, which I guess we can go for. It has quite a few different attacks. It's not as diverse of a moveset as the regular Starman. It's actually quite a bit more dangerous. It has Shield Beta, in addition to spawning with a Psychic Power Shield. It will overwrite that. It has Healing Omega, making it the second regular enemy that we've encountered, the first being the Manly Fish's brother, which is a very dangerous, very rare, almost boss-like enemy. That's already something very notable, just because it revives all fallen party members on its side of the field. But the main draw of it, and you know this, 1 in 128 times, it has a chance of dropping a certain item. A broken harmonica? A broken harmonica. What's wrong with it? Does it have, like, gushy stuck in it that's preventing you from playing it, so it just sounds like whenever you do it? That's what I'm thinking. Let me actually see if it describes what's wrong with it. Broken device that looks like a harmonica. That Genius Jeff should be... Okay. For all we know, it could not be a harmonica. It could be something not fit for these children's eyes. Anyway, Starman Super, which we might be fighting right now. The item that they drop is the Sword of Kings, the only weapon capable of being equipped by Pooh. If you want this, you have to go for it now. The Stonehenge base is not a place that you can always go to and fight the enemies in. After you clear this, there are no more Starman Supers for the rest of the game. Same goes for the regular Starman if you want to get that. Same goes for another enemy, or really any enemy that you fight in here. They're all exclusive. Shield Omega, not bad. That casts shield on the entire party and is pretty nice. I can kind of hear you right now. A lot of people aren't fond of the Sword of Kings and the fact that it's gated behind something this rare and something missable at that. I've heard it being the source of a lot of people's complaints over the years. I can see where you're coming from if you feel this way, but personally, I don't agree. I think that if you were going to do an item like this, this is absolutely the way that you should do it. I've said before that Pooh's best use is as a dedicated spellcaster, and I stand by that. His regular attack is not the biggest source of his power, nor the thing that I would say is the most helpful about him, not by a long shot even. He is best used to heal your party so that you're not expending Ness's PP, because Ness is often your last line of defense, being the only one left alive after a really bad onslaught. The Sword of Kings is a nice thing to have. I've gotten through plenty of playthroughs without needing it, and this just got really awful. I didn't realize the turn order was going to go quite that way. Okay, good, it didn't hit Pollen. Fire to beam, okay, good. It's a nice little extra thing to have. You don't need it. I've completed many a playthrough without getting the Sword of Kings, because it does sound like a lot of trouble. It is not really that helpful, but it does make him a little bit better. His regular attack is a perceived weakness in his fighting style that I've made sure to point out for this very reason. And I think that having an item this way, it is definitely the rare item that the most people would care about, and as a result, I think everyone has some kind of story related to it. Wow, this battle sucks. Ouch. Everyone's got some kind of story related to it. I think every EarthBound player at one time or another has tried hunting for it, and it's just kind of the shared experience. The fact that EarthBound came with a player's guide included with every retail copy, and the fact that you can play along with it with the player's guide on Nintendo's website even to this day. Oh god, this battle sucks! This battle sucks! This battle sucks! Oh, this battle sucks! I was saying that... I cannot keep on my train of thought. Oh my gosh. I'm sorry, the kitchen's on fire and you're asking me to talk about a weapon for poo. I don't have the capability. It's one of those things that I think because of the player's guide inclusion and it telling you about it and warning you that this is your only chance to get it, everyone read that and said, heck yeah, I want that, and I'm kind of here to perpetuate that a little bit. I think that it's just kind of a fun thing that everyone has to talk about. It's not the rarest 1 in 128 item out there, definitely not. It's not like the Manly Fish's brother where you're never going to be running into these guys. Heck, this is our 5th one that we fought already. And the fact that I think every other enemy in this area has items that only drop 1 in 128 times, you're not going to have their item drops overriding the Sword of Kings, and if you do, I don't think it's really that bad. I think, honestly, any item drop in this place is cause for celebration. Don't scare me like that, game! Don't scare me like that! Okay, phew. What I'm gonna do is pretty much, I'm gonna play through this area normally. I'm not going to grind for the Sword of Kings unless we get to the end and we just don't find it. Guts Capsule. Who needs that the most? I think Guts is a stat that I would prefer to... Well, no. It's best to have it on Ness. It really is, because he uses his regular attack far more often than anyone else, and Jeff can't even get smash attacks. I want to use that PSI Caramel we just got, because it's only about 20 PP, and Paula's running a little bit low. We might as well expend it. 21. Good. That battle with Starman Super number 6, what I'm going to do is count all of the Starman Supers that I fight, see how many tries it takes me, just because that sounds like a fun little thing. It's the one rare item that I want to hunt for, because of course I do. It's a completionist run. It's very attractive to us completionist taps. What?! That deflects thunder?! Maybe that's a thing where certain shields deflect it and others don't. Oh my god, this is bad. This is bad. Hurry up! Nah, he's gonna die. Because I always try to have shortcuts and little trivia and things for us to talk about and stuff that makes every playthrough of EarthBound special from the last even 10 years later, I have tips for you. Pooh grew to 52. And realized the power of healing Omega! Ooh, Pooh, look at you! Ooh. Alright. I have a method that will get you the Sword of Kings in a pretty short amount of time. Shouldn't take more than an hour. Yes, that is making good time for this. Trust me. I'm not gonna do it right away, though. I want to see if I can get it the legit way. Not grinding for it, just playing through it normally, because it is always exciting whenever that happens. Ooh, I'm so happy to see you exit mice. If you guys could chew through the cables of this alien technology, that would really help our cause. Okay, thanks. Ooh, do I get to come along too? This method is what I'll rely on if we get to the end of it, but I do have something for you that should make the Sword of Kings a lot more bearable to hunt for, and really make any 1 in 128 item a lot more bearable to hunt for. I am hoping that, yes, the military Octobot. We've gone a long time without seeing this thing. Maybe it only spawns in the last area. I don't know. It is the last enemy that we're seeing, and it's kind of strange that they saved it for last, because this is the enemy that I find the least dangerous out of all of them. It fires a beam wraps its tentacle around you to immobilize you, which we already immobilized it anyway, so it sure as heck ain't gotten to do that, an ultimate twist of irony. And it steals an item. I guess having an item stolen from you like a brain food lunch would be probably the worst thing that it could do to you. Or the Sword of Kings you hadn't equipped yet, you think of that? The chances of it actually stealing the item that you care about are so minuscule that I don't see it being a threat at all. It's not at all a dangerous enemy, and well, actually no, maybe it is good design, the one that diamondizes you at the beginning so that you can go back to the instant revitalizing device as quickly as possible to get yourself healed. Okay, replenish your fuel supply, do whatever. Been trying to have Pooh transform into these things on the first turn of battle. Whenever it's a large group of enemies, because those are the ones where you're gonna have the most chance of him healing everyone up. You can stop any time, you know. You're just like Kid Me, who's like, yeah, I know I can stop, I just don't want to. Wow, I was a terrible child, and now I'm getting to see exactly what it was like having a conversation with me whenever I was beeping all the time and making all kinds of weird noises and asking people about uncomfortable topics. I'll leave it at that. Okay, 2 level ups for the price of 1, Grandma. The military Octobot, you guessed it, is yet another one of those enemies that drops an item on rare occasions. Has a 1 in 128 chance of dropping the Meteotite. Another one of those selling items that we have seen many times. I need to heal up badly. It's not a threatening enemy, it's just sort of there, but it does drop it. If you're going one of those item hunts, it really sucks to be you that you have to stay here for so long and watch your girlfriend die to something with tentacles on it. Pooh, I love you. I love you. That is the best thing you have contributed to the party yet that you have actually done in a battle. Thank you so much. And again, said it before, don't mean that in a bad way whatsoever. Keeping Paula from dying, that proves your worthfulness as a party member, no matter what. We got a PSI Caramel. That's not really that helpful. That can go on Paula, just so she has the capability of freezing at least one more target. Man, I'm really confused about that thunder not doing its job. An alternative strategy that I can recommend is that if you get an atomic power robot on its own, all it can do is fire a beam. Just keeps on firing its beams and doesn't really do a whole lot of damage, especially if you, well, I guess defending's not really that big a deal. But you can stall out turns and just let Pooh heal everybody up. If you don't care about it making the battle take a little bit longer, the atomic power robot just doesn't really do a whole lot. It's a coin flip if it hits you for pretty negligible damage, all things considered, and the fact that it's always a maxed out heal that you get, that can restore a good 300 to 400 health on Ness, no problem. Jeff grows to 57, we are all good except for Paula. Healing 1 party member is a lot better than healing 4. It's like 3 times as good, man. Don't you know maths? Ooh, 2 for the price of 1. Never doing that again. Oh my gosh, I am so lame. I am so lame. I am so lame. Wait. No, we are not doing that. We're attacking. We're attacking. Jeff, you have the neutralizer. It should work on everyone. That should remove the shields. Vex, PSI, and the Atomic Power Robot are gone. Starman Super A, Starman Super B, Ness, Paula, Jeff, Pooh, yeah. Affects the entire party. That should get rid of any and all shields or any sort of effects that they come with the battle. Meaning that we can... I'm not brave enough to trust my knowledge of this game enough to go for the Gamma. We're gonna go for the Beta. I can't bring myself to hit that A button on that. It's too dangerous. Same with Starstorm. I can't bring myself to do it. This will probably be a long battle. Pooh, you're gonna use that. Now to test it. Neutralizer does... Yes, it does do it. Okay. If you ever got a group of these guys, that's the way to do it. Replenish the fuel supply. Okay, whatever. It's okay. You can do that. Paula can't really do much of anything. Does she have a PP recovery item, maybe? I guess it's better than her doing her regular attack every turn. You know what? No. Monkey's Love. Doesn't target any enemy in particular, but we'll try it. Monkey Love. All of a sudden, a monkey came down, pinning the enemy down with something or other. I think it was something about a monkey pinning us down. No, 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 no. This bad, this bad, this bad, this bad. Everything's blowing up and in a different way than what I thought it was going to. Come on, Ness, 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 Ness. Go, 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 go. No. Oh, that hurts. If it just hit, it would have been fine. Okay, we have our items for a reason. We've had a lot of couple live noodles we haven't had to use. That's fine. Pooh grows to 53. This isn't bad. This is fine. It's fine. I'm fine. Everything's fine. Thank goodness you can just give items to each other. Paulo was revived. 201 HP. Ness is getting awfully low on his PP because that gamma was very, like, I don't want to say that that was frivolous, but it kind of was, I guess. Well, maybe not if we lost a party member in that fight. I think it was a good call going all out when I did. Give the couple life noodles to Pooh. Paula, you give Jeff that broken trumpet we just picked up before I forget. And here we go. I like this look, how you can only really see the tinting on the sides of the platform and it's not visible at all times. It just feels very mysterious, and I like only getting a good look every few seconds at what you're actually seeing. It's cool. It adds to the intimidation. Going on. Got lots of items. They're giving us lots of items before. Oh, Pixies Bracelet. What does this say? I'm sure it's got a whimsical item description. Must be equipped on your arm. It increases your defense. Helps from being hypnotized, and it also increases your luck. Because it increases your luck, I see no better man to put that on than Jeff. And no better woman either. Pixies are more powerful than diamonds! I could believe it with how broken the fairy type is in Pokemon. And we can now move on. Jeff now has even better bottle rockets than what he had before. Ness grew to 64. Oh, baby. Offense up by 3. Give me some of that. Oh, vitality up by 3. 40 HP. And 6 PP, but who cares? 40 HP on Ness. Best news all day. Not like it's hard to top the positivity that's in the news on any given day, but don't ruin my moment. Speed capsule. I'm thinking... we could make Ness a little less slow. Could make Jeff get his effects off a little earlier. Could just make Pooh less sucky. I'm thinking Jeff. I can tell you that's what you definitely want to do if you were trying to get off his bottle rockets earlier in battle, because, again, what else matters? We get to the end. And here's the abductions. Oh no! I can't see anything. Jeff! Where is Jeff? KO! Can breathe! Bloop, bloop, bloop. Oh no! Can't breathe! Can't last much longer. Can't last much longer. Do you both say the same thing? Looks like you do. Oh, next room. I knew that there was one that was kind of touchy. If you wanted to talk to the Tessie Watcher or Andonuts, their text is just simply no problem here. They don't have any sort of text to tell you if you could get up there. They kidnapped the hippie. It's personal. Or at least it will be personal in a later time, because we're going back. If we go onward, we lose our ability to fight these enemies. So, humans can hold their breath for at least a couple hours, right? Yeah, it should be fine. Ooh, okay. I kind of regret starting this fight because there's 2 in this fight, and that would have made things really easy for me if I could have not gotten into this so soon. Seeing Ness's HP maxed out at 525, it feels so good breaking another 100. Level 60 for Paula, getting some guts and vitality in there, and some 10 PP. And realize the power of PSI Shield Omega. Jeff grows a level as well, Pooh grows a level as well, and that's the end of that. My tip for you is find a Starman Super on its own, and whatever re-release you are playing, I hope you are playing a re-release, because you can't do this in the original version, you make a restore point, suspend point, whatever they feel like calling save states. We all know what a save state is. You create that just before you're about to touch the enemy on the field. You walk over to him, you get back attacked. Okay, good. You start the battle, have Jeff use his spy command on the enemy. This will tell you if they have an item drop that they are capable of. It tells you if they have an item they're capable of dropping. I kind of would recommend having an inventory space free in Jeff's slots just because I don't know if that impacts your ability to— What?! I guess it does! I had to grind one enemy! Well, you know the method? I didn't have to stay here and grind it all, but I have significantly less vocal cords than I did a moment ago. Wait a minute, was that text printing incorrectly? I have to know. Ness, you give that to Pooh, again. Yeah, it has a line break that it's not supposed to have. Limitations of... I'm guessing it's that Ness and Pooh's and the Sword of Kings have just the right length to make it do that with the text being generated on the fly. It's a weakness. Okay! I am very happy to tell you that the Sword of Kings raises Pooh's offense by a whopping 30 points, making it one of the biggest non-Casey Bet bonuses you can find. And that's not it. It never misses. Enemies can dodge your attacks, but Pooh will never be the source of the miss. Kind of adding to the fact that Pooh is a Protean, now that we have all of his abilities. Pooh has the healing capabilities and screen nuke of Ness, but he doesn't have as much PP and is not as tanky. He has the elemental psychic moves of Paula, but he can't get the Omega stages of them, and he also doesn't learn Fire, that's exclusive to Paula. He does not miss with his weapons, a la Jeff, and then the unique ability that sets him apart is, of course, the Mirror. He's a pretty well-rounded character. I'd say he's kind of the red mage, jack of all trades, master of none. I stand by the fact that he's not really that helpful, and it is kind of lame that he leaves the party almost as soon as he joins. As for the rest of my strategy, you want to make sure that you do it before touching the Starman on the field. Because of the insta-win mechanic, it rolls the item drop, not when the enemy is defeated, but when you touch them on the field, because it has to know just in case you insta-kill the enemy. And with how long it takes, you might be doing that. I could see some people maybe thinking that my strategy is cheap, because you can't do it in the original release, but the reason why I recommend that method above all else, which it's kind of funny, I didn't even need the method, so it was no difference at all. This can take hours to grind. I've had it take hours to grind. And you're gonna wind up gaining like 10 levels on every party member. You're gonna be over-leveled for the rest of the adventure and not even have to try. I think that my method, it keeps you from being over-leveled and it just kind of balances the game better. That's why I do what I do. Though I will say that there is an odd charm to the 1 in 128 challenge, making you level 99 before you're even done with Scaraba. It is definitely a unique part of the challenge that I think adds to the charm of it. Anyway. Now it is time for it to get personal. If I can walk up these stairs with my stubby little legs. You're much stronger than our intelligence indicated. We were not prepared for that eventuality. The prophecy from the Apple of Enlightenment may be true, but you must not underestimate us. The Starman got ported to the Nintendo Switch because it's the Man Deluxe. This is, as you would guess, a very powerful version of the Starman. Yeah. Okay. He starts with a Psychic Power Shield up right away. We're gonna have Jeff remove that with the Neutralizer, and because that removes effects on us, we're not gonna cast up a shield just yet. Pooh's gonna try out his shiny new toy in the Sword of Kings, and we're gonna see how much damage he can do to this guy. 87. Like I said, nice extra thing to have, but don't be too sad if you missed out on it. It's not that bad. Now that the shield's down, I'm just gonna say you probably want to put up some kind of shield. It's, yeah, it's a good idea. We'll do Freeze Omega on you, as the Starmen tend to be weak to it. If you want to end this battle in one turn and not even have to think, multi-bottle rocket. Seriously, it's that good. It will end this fight in one turn. Already, it kills bosses with no trouble. Because that was a little bit... Do I want to... Yeah, I want to cast up a shield. I was hyping it up for a reason. No, Paula's the one with the psychic. I get PSI shield and just shield mixed up so often. Ooh, that's like all of her PP. Ugh. Let's do Sigma for less. That casts a deflecting shield on everyone. This one just merely absorbs the damage. That's the difference in cost there and the difference in level. Heavy Bazooka, and then Pooh, because your regular attack really needs some work. Use the Mummy Wrap. We saw how good that thing was. Called for help. Starman joined the battle. That's okay, the splash damage will deal with him just fine. Lashed out with the Mummy Wrap, and his body solidified. Not bad. Just in case we don't get a chance to see it, the reason why I recommended so strongly that you, the reason why I recommend it so strongly that you put up a shield is that he actually knows Starstorm Alpha. He's the first enemy that we're fighting that has the cape. Wait, his body solidified after he was already dead? Does he have that disease that, like, petrifies you when you die, or, That was strange. Okay. I like how the boss of the Stonehenge base died to being slapped with a bandage. That's really good. Additionally, he has shield beta. If you kill him, all the Starmen fall. When you defeated the Man Deluxe, the Stonehenge base ceased functioning. He mentions a prophecy device called the Apple of Enlightenment that has foretold what is going to happen, and it is an item that is apparently in Gygas's possession. As a kid, I remembered thinking that this orb that he's standing in front of was the Apple of Enlightenment, but there's no evidence to support that at all. It's never really explicitly stated what it is. It's just kind of one of those things that's left open to player interpretation, but that was my personal one. I know a lot of people have different ones, and that's how I thought of it. I was scared, but I knew I'd be saved if I courageously just sat here and waited long enough. That's what I thought, but I began to lose hope. I'm so glad you saved me after all. Kidnapped, happy, rescued, I give you ribbon. Ness got the Saturn ribbon right away. Giving that to my favorite girl. And I ain't just saying that because you're the only girl. Promise. Saturn ribbon is a lot more powerful than the talisman ribbon. No reason to hang on to it. I expected there to be about a 7% chance that you would rescue me. I just thought it was a good opportunity to meet Mr. Saturn. I also got to meet Dr. Ananuts. See ya. What? You're looking for the book Overcoming Shyness. I returned it to the Onet library. Please use the book to help the Shy Tenda tribe. Anyway, because I knew you, I had an incredible experience. Wow! I was kidnapped by some of Gygas's toadies. The wonders that $200 can buy. Since our imprisonment is now over, I want to start on the phase distorter as soon as possible. Oh, I almost forgot to thank you. Thank you. Don't worry about us. You've got important things to do. No acknowledgement for Jeff whatsoever. I was kidnapped while milking a cow on my farm. I didn't think they'd get ransomed by kidnapping little old me. Hippie, I have to know. This is the most happiest moment of my life, man. No matter what happens, I will live 10,000 years. Thanks for all that you've done. And Tony. Jeff, buddy! Oh me, oh my. You came to rescue me, pal! Oh, Ness? I'm Tony. I'm Jeff's best friend. I've known him for the longest time. Jeff, buddy! Oh me, oh my. It just says the same thing, okay. Was wondering if he was one of those guys that had different things to say because he didn't seem like he was quite done. I hope you got yourself an exit mouse. If you didn't, it's not a long walk whatsoever to get it. We are good to go. No enemies on the way out. Everything has disappeared. Here we are. That's it. We have stopped the alien invasion in Winters and shut down the alien stronghold. Next time on EarthBound, oh, cut right through that bear like a hot knife through butter. We're gonna go find the Overcoming Shyness book. See you guys then.